Right
No
now, it's a
importa.
whole new day, and you have a
Es
chance to
un
create a
día
whole new
nuevo.
story for
Tú tienes
yourself,
oportunidad de
to where
crear
people
una
can
nueva
look at you
historia para ti.
differently. You can look at yourself differently.
Puedes
Your
verte
family can
diferente.
look at you differently.
Tu familia te
All
puede
right,
ver
guys, but
diferente.
just a little quick, a 1-minute background on myself. Been in network marketing for 25
Tengo ya
years. I
25
struggled for my
años en
first
network
9.
marketing. Luché,
I was like negative
batallé por
$1,100 in my bank account,
9
$70,000
años.
in
Debía
debt, trying
dinero,
to be
estaba
a
en
successful
deuda,
network marketer.
tratando de tener
I
éxito
was
como
played college
networker.
football at the Naval Academy, also at
Jugué fútbol
TCU. So my
americano
background's
en
always been
diferentes
around teamwork.
equipos.
And I was
Siempre
never
he
the
estado
fastest kid at school. I was never
sabido cómo
the
trabajar en equipo. No
strongest
era el más
kid on the
rápido,
team
no
or
era el más
anything
fuerte,
like that. But I was always kind of stuck in the
pero
middle. I was
siempre
always like,
estaba
what
en
am I going to
medio.
do when I grow up? I
¿Qué voy a
love travel.
hacer
I love
cuando crezca?
airplanes.
Me
And so that's
encanta,
why I went to the
me
Naval
encanta
Academy. And then I started
los
playing
aviones,
sports
me
and all
encanta
that. So
viajar.
my background's always been around teamwork. So when
Pero siempre
network
me gustaba
marketing
trabajar en
got in my
equipo. Cuando
blood,
entré en
which
network
it's in
marketing,
all of our blood now,
vi que lo
right?
traía en
You
mi
can't get
sangre,
it out.
como
When
tú
you
también, y no lo
understand
podía sacar.
leverage and you
Y cuando
understand
entiendes
residual,
residual,
it's like you won the lottery in your
como que
mind,
te
right? And
ganaste la
now we just got to
lotería en
go
tu mente.
produce the volume and
Tienes
produce the
que
teams.
producir el
And
volumen
so,
y los equipos.
but man, my first 9 years, I was
Mis
very
primeros 9 años
optimistic.
era muy optimista,
But I didn't do well. I mean, matter
pero
of fact, my first
no
2
fue muy
years, I
bien.
only sponsored 3 people.
Patrociné
So
3
I don't care
personas
if you
en
haven't
2 años.
sponsored your first
No
agent
importa si no
yet.
has patrocinado
I
3
don't care
todavía.
if you've been in for years and you haven't made that
Años
much
ya,
money yet. That
no has
was
ganado
me.
mucho dinero.
Okay,
Ese era
but
yo.
if you stop,
Pero si
you
tú
fail.
paras,
But if you keep on
fracasas.
failing forward though,
Pero
and
si
you keep
tú
on trying another
fracasas y te
time and trying
levantas
another
y
time,
continúas,
that's what I did. That was
eso es lo que
me.
yo hice.
I was on the front row of trainings by myself with
Siempre
no
estaba
team,
en la
trying to
primera fila en los entrenamientos
figure
sin
out
nadie en mi equipo,
this business out.
tratando de entender
And
cómo
one of the
funcionaba
things that
este
kept me
negocio.
in, and I'm going to ask your help on this, because if we can master this
Porque
skill I'm about to
si
teach right
seguimos,
now, I'm telling
si
you,
puedes
our
aprender estas
company will be
habilidades
going
con
faster
esta
to $1 billion
empresa,
and beyond.
vamos a
All
correr
right, but it was the
durísimo a
stories that I
millón
heard
para
from
arriba.
stage. It
Las
was the people
historias
that
son lo que
had
te
the
van a ayudar.
struggle. They had the
Gente
dream
que
and the
ha tenido la
struggle, then
lucha
they got the prize, right?
y la recompensa.
And so they got through that. And what that did, that was like the umbilical cord
Eso era
that
como el
kept me
cordón
going
umbilical
another
que
day,
me
and
mantuvo
another
otro
week,
día
another 30
y otra
days, and another
semana,
90 days.
30 días y
And so
90
I don't know
días.
where you're at in your
No sé
business
dónde
right
te
now.
encuentras en ese
Some
momento
of
en tu
you
negocio.
have maybe done well in the
Algunos de ustedes
past,
quizás
maybe you're kind of
bien
starting
en
over.
el pasado, están
I
arrancando
know that
apenas.
there's a lot of our other
Sé
secret
que muchos
family
de
here
nuestras
that we came
familias de
into, and we're so
Seacret
thankful
estamos
for
muy
you for
agradecidos de
paving the
nuestros
way at
miembros de la
Secret,
familia que nos dio
so
la
we can
bienvenida
come into
y
an
que
amazing
ustedes
opportunity, an amazing
aplanaron el
family,
camino para
to
nosotros,
this wonderfulness that you've created for us. So we
para esto
thank
que has
you,
creado.
the Secret family, and now
Muchas
we're
gracias,
all
familia
Secret
Secret.
family
Y
as we
ahora
come
todos somos
together,
familia Secret,
and we get to do this
juntos,
together. But it's the stories,
y es las
right? It's
historias
hearing
que te
the
van a
single
ayudar.
mom, and hearing
Ver a
the
esa mamá
single dad, or
soltera,
the young
escuchar a ese
parents, or
papá o esa
the
pareja
empty
joven
nesters that did this
o
and
a
this.
esa pareja
That
más grande
inspired me and kept me
que me
going
inspiraron,
in the
me
business
mantuvieron
in the
en
hard
el
years.
negocio, en
That's
los
what
años
kept me going. And if
difíciles.
I would have quit any
Y si me
time
hubiera
in
rajado en ese
between,
momento,
I wouldn't be here today.
no estaría aquí hoy.
And I know that some of us,
Y yo sé que algunos de
we throw our
nosotros
heart over the bar, and then they say, business, you can't get your emotions in business. Well,
le pones de todo
it's
el
kind of tough
corazón
because
y hay
we're
gente que
human
dice, no puedes
beings,
poner tus
right? And
emociones
you
en los
care about
negocios. Es
people, and you
difícil
want
porque
people to
si
succeed,
quieres a
right?
la
And
gente
then
y quieres que ellos
sometimes,
tengan
you want
éxito
it bad more for them than they do
y a
for
veces lo quieres
themselves,
más que ellos
right? And
mismos
so
lo
you
quieren por
want them to
ellos.
be successful, but the thing is that you have to.
La cosa
There's
es,
days when you're working this, if you're really in,
cuando
that
tú
you
estás
feel like
trabajando
quitting,
en esto
and you're like,
y tienes como
I just got
desistir,
9 no's today. Why am I
dices, no,
even
me
doing
dijeron que
this?
no.
If you
9
felt
veces
that
hoy,
feeling
¿por qué debo
before,
seguir?
good.
Si has sentido ese sentimiento
That
antes,
means you're
bien.
pushing the envelope. That means you're growing as a
Quiere decir que
person.
estás
That means you're
creciendo
growing your
como
comfort
persona,
zone. You're pushing it out.
que estás saliendo
And
tu zona de
all
confort.
of us leaders,
Y
anybody
todos los
that's,
líderes
hit diamond and
que hemos
above,
llegado a
we
Diamond
just
para
got
arriba,
more no's than you.
simplemente nos dieron
We got
más
more
nos que
rejection
a
than
ti.
you. Now, some
Nos
people are like, I
rechazaron
don't
más que
like
a ti.
rejection. Well, you know what?
Si no,
That's
no te
what
gusta el rechazo.
life's all about that.
De eso se
Okay,
trata la
not
vida.
all about it, but we have to deal with it, right? Not everybody's going to like us, right? There's
No
always
vamos a caer bien a
a third of
todos.
the people that
Una
like us,
tercera
and a third of the
parte
people that are
que
in
te va a caer
between, and a
bien.
third of the people
3
that don't like
personas,
us at all.
una
It
tercera
doesn't matter,
parte no,
right?
no
We
le
just got
caes
to go
bien
out
y
there
otra
and share
tercera
the
parte son
message. But
indiferentes.
what I want to do real quick
Yo
is
quiero
I want
hacer
to jump into
rápidamente.
some slides, because I
Quiero
want to show
mostrarles
you
algo
visually what you need to be
visualmente,
thinking about and
lo que
how to
tienes que estar
craft your story. And
pensando
there's
para
several
cómo
different
crear tu
ways
historia. Y hay diferentes
that we
formas
share our story.
que hacemos eso.
All right, so let me jump in. 1 second here and jump into the slides. And And I think that understanding how to tell your story so
Comprendiendo
where we all can
cómo
use
contar tu
it
historia para
is,
que la puedas utilizar
is super key because
es
it
clave.
machine guns down objections. That's what it does. That's what creating your story and sharing
El
your
crear tu
story does.
historia
It
elimina
brings down
objeciones.
the objection. This is my beautiful wife, Megan. That's a
Mi
picture of us
hermosa
in Puerto
esposa
Rico.
Megan,
We've got
estamos en
2 little
Puerto
boys,
Rico,
Harrison and
tenemos
Livingston,
2
and
hijos,
we met in this amazing industry of
nos
network
conocimos en
marketing
esta
10
increíble
years ago. We've
industria
been
hace
married for
10
9
años,
years. And so she's amazing. You might have seen her on some skincare videos already. But the topic, once again, using your story
Ok.
to make an impact and
Tu
make
historia. ¿Cómo utilizar tu
money.
historia para ganar dinero?
All
Para
right.
hacer impactar
So
y crear
different
dinero.
ways to use your
Hay,
story.
hay diferentes
Check
formas.
this out. Take a screenshot when I get all the bullet points out for
Tómale
you
una
greens
foto si
out there,
quieres.
okay? There's the after the presentation story.
Está la
See,
historia
here's what
después
we
de la
need.
presentación.
Eric or Matt or
Eric,
Martin or
Matt,
Byron, anybody,
Martin,
or
Byron,
Stavros or Sasha, anybody
Stavros,
can nail the
Sashin.
presentation.
Ellos pueden presentar muy
But if
bien.
we don't have any
Pero si
stories,
no tienes una
it
historia al
doesn't make
final,
it more believable. It doesn't make it believable. You know what I'm saying? So it's
no
important
lo
that
hace
we do
creíble.
our part as secret
Nosotros hacemos
agents
hacer
to
nuestra
develop
parte
our
cuando
story, whether
dando la
it's new or
presentación
it's somebody that's got some results or whatever,
o
to
alguien que tiene
sprinkle that in at
resultados.
the end of the presentation so it really
Si al
helps us tell
final
the story, right?
contamos
And so
historias,
there's the after the
hacen
presentation.
perfecta la
There's a
presentación.
three-step setup. What do
Está
you
lo que se
say
llama
before you show
la
somebody the
preparación
video?
del tres pasos. ¿Qué dices
What do you say
antes de
before
mostrar
they're
el
about
concepto
to
a alguien?
hop on a Zoom to
Antes
watch
de
the
que vayan a conectarse
presentation,
un Zoom
to take down that sales wall? I'm going to tell you how to do that.
para bajar las
Okay?
barreras.
How do you
Te
pique
voy a explicar
someone's
eso.
interest using that same
¿Cómo
framework
utilizas
of your
también una
story? Because
historia
sometimes
para
you
abrir
get
el
caught on a
interés de la
phone call
gente,
or a
para
conversation,
despertar el
and
interés?
you're like, oh, you don't want to get in presentation mode. You just want to
No
share your
quieres
story. See, if
presentar
you want to learn how to get rejection
para
free,
contactar. Quieres crear
prospecting,
interés. Al
rejection free,
protestar,
just tell
¿quieres
your
que no
story
te
in the way that
rechacen?
I'm going to
Cuenta
share it,
tu
because they
historia, como
can't
te voy a
reject
explicar.
your story. It's your story.
No van a
Does
rechazar
that
tu
make
historia
sense?
porque es tu historia.
After the training story. See, after this
Después del
training, your
entrenamiento
belief
hay
is
otro
going to be
tipo de
so
historia.
high.
Tu creencia va a
You're going to
crecer.
be like, oh my God, I've got to talk to people.
Vas a
I got to figure
decir,
this
tengo que
thing
hablar con la
out.
gente.
Right. And so, and you're going to get some skills and
Y
you're
te
going to learn
van
some
a dar
things that
algunas
you need to,
habilidades.
that you want to apply. And so there's going to be the training that you had, the story that you have that
La
after you
historia que tú
attended the
tengas
training, which is this weekend. Right.
va a ser poderosa
Then the
después de este
product story.
entrenamiento de fin
Listen,
de
all of
semana.
us are using the
Después de la
products. We're
historia del
taking the shake, the
producto,
recovery. We're doing the recover mask. We're
la
doing the
volteada,
green line, the
el
red line, all kinds
recovery,
of stuff.
la línea verde, la línea roja, de cuidado de
And
la
we want
piel.
to be able to
Tienes
share that
quieres
product
poder compartir
story so people see the
eso
belief in the
para
product,
que la
right?
gente cree el producto.
And then there's the I just got started story. There's some of you
Luego
right
está
now
otra historia que
that
se
you don't
llama
have
acabo de
many
arrancar.
results yet, but you have a
No tiene
name,
muchos
you have a
resultados,
background,
pero tienes
and
una
you have
historia,
something
tienes
that we can
antecedentes,
relate to. Maybe
tienes
you were
algo con lo que nos
skeptical.
podemos
Maybe you've tried
identificar.
network marketing 5 times before and it
Quizás
didn't work.
trataste de hacer
But
network
now
marketing
you just
antes
got started in
y
Secret
acabas de
and you
arrancar en
bought the
Secret
Have It All pack, or you bought the
y compraste el
the Wow
paquete
and the
Have It
Wellness
All
pack together, and
o
now
el
you're
Wow y
excited about getting
Wellness
started. Just
y
that
estás
story right
emocionado de
there is going
arrancar.
to motivate people. Okay.
Eso
So
motiva a
let's
la
talk
gente.
about your after the
Hablemos
presentation
de tu
story. All
historia
right. Now
de
this is the
después de
kind
la
of like the biggest
presentación.
framework here, but I want you to take the screenshot of this. All right.
Quiero
So number
que
one is your name and your background.
Aprendan
Okay,
esto
that's
y
really
tomen una
important
foto.
because that sets
Primero,
the
da tu nombre
context.
y tu
People
ocupación.
need to know who
¿A
you
qué te
are
dedicas? La gente
and
necesita
what your
saber quién
background
eres
is. Is
tú.
your background corporate America? Were you
¿Eras
a school teacher? Were
corporativo?
you a
¿Eras
coach?
maestro?
Were you a
¿Eras
college
coach?
student?
¿Eras
Okay, some of
estudiante?
you that are younger, you're like, well, I don't really
Algunos
have a
que son
background.
jóvenes,
Yeah,
pues
you
no tengo
do.
un
I mean,
background
you
yo.
might have worked somewhere,
Sí,
right?
trabajaste
Or
en
you
algún
might have
lugar.
you tagged along with your parents as they did their business, whatever
O
that
ibas,
background
seguías a tus
is.
padres
Maybe you
mientras
played a
ellos hacían su
sport.
negocio
Okay,
o
everybody's
estudiabas.
got a background. Your
Todos
story
tenemos
is
experiencia.
important to
Tu
all of us.
historia es
I want to
importante
let you
para
know that.
todos.
I don't care if you said your story a million
No
times.
importa si
I don't
tú
care if you
contaste
don't
tu
know your
historia 1000
story yet.
veces.
Today, you're going to find out your story,
Hoy
and I'm going to give you the framework
te voy a
of how to do
explicar
that. So the
cómo crear
second
tu
thing is
historia.
you got to share your
Segundo,
limiting
tienes que hablar
situation
de tu
of
situación
what was
limitante.
happening
A lo mejor
before
está
you joined
escepticismo.
Secret. Okay, for example, hey,
Cuando
my
tú vas
name
a unir a
is,
Secret.
let's say my name is John Smith, and
Hola, soy John
I was
Smith.
working 80 hours a week,
Trabajaba
and I
80
never
horas
saw
a
my
la
kids.
semana
That's a limiting
y nunca veía a
situation.
mis hijos.
Or I was
Esa es
having
una
3 jobs,
limitación.
and I literally
O
didn't
tenía
have
3
any time for
trabajos
myself.
y
That's
no
a
tenía
limiting
tiempo para mí.
situation.
Esa es
Or
una
maybe
limitación.
you might say, hey,
O
my name is
quizás,
John Smith, and I'm
mi
from
nombre es John.
so-and-so, and I've
Soy de tal
tried these
lugar.
sort of things
Y yo
before.
había probado negocios de
And
este
you know
tipo
what?
antes
I didn't know if I could do
y no
this.
sabía si
But you
podía
know
hacer
what? I
eso
went
en
ahead
realidad.
and jumped
Pero
in.
fui
See,
y
it's those
brinqué
types
a
of
hacerlo.
things that
Ese
answer the
tipo de historias
objections of the people
contestan
that
la
are watching the
objeción
presentation. And guess what?
en la mente de
I
la
can't
persona
do
que
it
está
by
viendo la
myself.
presentación.
Eric can't do it by himself. Jenny can't
No
do it
puedo
by
hacerlo yo
herself.
solo.
We
Tus
can't
líderes
do
no
it by
pueden hacerlo
ourselves. We need
solo.
all your stories
Necesitamos tu
together
historia
to machine gun down
para
all the
poder tener una
objections that people are going to come up with.
una
And our stories
ametralladora
can
y
do that.
matar todas
All
las
right.
objeciones.
Okay, how you heard about it? How do you heard about the project or
¿Cómo
the
escuchaste el
concept? Or
proyecto?
I heard about
El
Secret through a
concepto de un
friend,
amigo,
or I heard it from a long high school friend of mine,
de
something
un
like
amigo de
that.
la
Very
escuela.
simple, very short.
Algo
These
simple,
testimonies need to be
breve.
30 to
Estos
45
testimonios deben ser
seconds,
30,
longest a
45
minute.
segundos.
This is not another
Un minuto minuto
presentation.
máximo, no es una
Okay, it's not
presentación,
another soliloquy where you could stand there and
no es otro
speak
monólogo
for an hour.
donde
Okay,
vas a
even though
hablar
if
por
you'd
una
like to
hora.
speak, this is about sound bites.
Si te gusta
Think of
hablar, no,
infomercial.
estos son
Think
como
about,
pequeños
my name is so-and-so.
infomerciales,
Here's my, I was
infocomerciales.
struggling here. I jumped,
Estaba
a friend told
luchando
me
con
about this.
esto,
I jumped in. Okay.
y
Jumped in
encontré
with the
esto,
wow pack. I jumped in with the have it all pack. See,
arranqué
here's what
con
happens.
X
When you've
paquete.
got people on a
Si tú tienes
webinar or in a
gente
live
con
presentation room or
una
a restaurant or
presentación
whatever we're doing the
en un
presentation,
restaurante o donde
and
sea,
you've got 3 people saying, I got
tú
the have
tienes
it all
3
pack. What does the
personas
prospect think
diciendo,
they have to
wow,
do?
yo compré el paquete
Oh,
Have It
maybe I
All
should,
o el
maybe I should do the have
profesional
it all pack. I was thinking about the wow pack, but
o
maybe
el
I should
Pro
have the have
Pack.
it all pack.
El
Right?
resto de la gente va a
And
decir,
so it's
wow, pues creo que
directive.
yo
See, our
necesito este paquete
stories are
también.
directive and they're very strategic.
Las
Okay. So
historias
if you
deben
did the
ser
wow pack, say it. If you did the have it all pack,
estratégicas. Si
say
compraste
that.
el Wow Pack, dilo.
Okay. It's important.
Es
All right.
importante.
And then you plugged into the training.
Y luego
This
dices,
is
me
so
conecté a
key.
los
This is one
entrenamientos.
thing that
Esto es
exploded our
clave.
teams to
Que
over 1
explotó
million
nuestros
plus people in
equipos a
50
más de 1
countries
millón de personas
is
en
because
50
the
países.
prospect's thinking in their mind, okay, is it simple? Does
Prospectos
it work?
piensan,
Can I do this? All right. So
¿puedo
they got
hacer
the have
esto?
it all pack or they got the wow pack. Okay. Oh, they plugged into the training. So all of us are saying we plug into the training. I plugged into the
Nosotros
training.
todos
And
decimos que
then we
nos
talk
conectamos a los
about
entrenamientos
the results.
y hablamos
You know,
después de
now
los
don't
resultados.
share a rank unless you're around a
No
bunch of
hables de un
secret agents or
rango
something.
a
If
menos
you're at an
que
event
la
or
gente
something like
entienda en
that,
un evento
I
lo
would
que es
say a
un rango.
lifestyle equivalent, or I would say
Más
something like
bien
this.
un estilo de
Jumped
vida.
in with a have it all pack, plugged in the
Entré con
training.
el paquete
And here's what's
Have It
happened.
All.
I've been able to cover my
Ese
car
fue mi
payment. I've
reto
been
y
able
ahora
to
he
cover
podido
my
pagar
electricity and
mi
my car
renta o
payment
mi
and my rent
electricidad
payment for the last 3 months
por
and
los últimos
gone.
3
It's
meses.
amazing. It's those types of things.
Este
Right?
tipo de
I've already been
historia.
on 2 or 3
Ya
vacations
fui a
that were
2 o 3
covered by the
vacaciones
commissions that I earned through
con las
Secret.
comisiones
It's
que
those
gané a
types
través
of
de Seacret.
lifestyle
Ese
equivalents
tipo de
that is really, really
equivalentes
key.
de estilo de
I
vida
would stay
que la
away
gente
from
comprende.
any dollar amounts. Do not say any
No
dollar amounts.
digas
Hey, I made
cantidad de dinero.
$10,000
Gané
in the
10 mil
last 30
dólares
seconds.
en
Don't
los
say
últimos 30
that
segundos.
because
No.
that's enticement and we don't want to
Eso
do
se
that because not
considera
everybody's making
algo
that kind of money.
ilegal
Does that make
para
sense? But
tratar
I'm
de
telling you, the
manipular
lifestyle
a alguien que
equivalent,
entre.
make it relatable. When
Hazlo que
somebody goes, man, if I
relacionable.
can just cover my electricity bill
Ay,
and
si
my car
pudiera,
payment, this
si
is
pudiera pagar mi
awesome.
renta o mi
Man, if I
electricidad,
can just cover
wow,
my
como dijo
rent
este tipo,
or my mortgage,
yo podría
man,
hacerlo.
this is great.
O mi
Right? If I
hipoteca,
can just get some free product
si
every
pudiera
month,
tener
and I can
producto
get
gratis
just
todos los
the
meses,
best nutrition and the
la
best
mejor
skincare
nutrición y
and
cuidado
the best
de la
travel,
piel
and I can get
y el
that just
mejor viaje,
covered,
y
my life is
simplemente que
better.
fuera
See,
gratis, sería
so it doesn't
fantástico.
matter where you're at in
No
your story.
importa
It
dónde
doesn't matter if
estés,
it's a big giant result.
si es un
Okay,
resultado
and I know
gigantesco.
I'm repeating myself like that
Sé
because
que me estoy
there's a lot of
repitiendo,
you that I've
porque muchos de
talked to
ustedes
so many people around
he
the
hablado con
world, and
tantos
they're like, well, hey,
que
I'm just
dicen,
getting started.
es
Well,
que
hey,
acabo de
I
arrancar,
just have a few people on my
tengo
team.
unas cuantas personas en mi
That's
equipo.
great.
Eso es
Share
bueno.
your story. Your story
Comparte tu
matters and it helps
historia,
everybody.
importa.
All right. So that is, oh yeah. And at the very end, say,
Luego al
hey,
final,
thanks, or hey,
di
this is
gracias,
awesome.
es
Hey,
increíble,
we're having a blast with this
nos
thing.
estamos
Thank you very
divirtiendo.
much. Boom. And just end it like that.
Y
Don't
termínalo así.
trail off where you don't know what to say and you're like, oh, what do I say? I'll
Si
just
no
keep
sabes
on
qué
talking
decir,
for another 5 minutes.
ay,
Don't do
sigues
that. Okay.
hablando por
So
5
what
minutos.
you
No
want to
hagas
do is
eso.
end it really quick. You know, hey,
Termínalo
here's what's
rápido.
happened. Your product result, you know,
Resultado,
here's,
resultado de producto,
I had
quizás.
this issue with my leg and now
Este problema
it's
con mi
okay and I'm
pierna y ahora ya
excited
no
about it.
está bien.
Hey, thank you very much. I'm having a blast with this thing.
Gracias,
And
me
that's
estoy
it.
divirtiendo.
And then you end it.
Y
Okay.
termina.
And why am I camping out so much on this?
¿Por qué estoy hablando tanto de
Because
esta punta?
I'm asking for your help.
Estoy pidiendo
I
que
need
les
you to
ayuden, que me los
record a
ayuden.
video with your secret
Graba
story,
un video con
your
tu historia
30-second,
secret,
45-second story, so we
30,
can use it on
45
webinars because
segundos
we're doing
para poder
webinars all
utilizarlo en
across the
webinars
world, and sometimes you
por todo
can't
el
get
mundo.
everybody live. And if we can have
A
a
veces no
bank
podemos
of
poner a todos
stories
en
to
vivo para
pull
hacer
from,
la historia
and I
en
can
vivo,
help
pero
with
si
that, we
tuviéramos
can
los
all help with
videos,
that. Get your story, record it,
graba tu historia
landscape,
de
like
forma
this. Do it landscape,
horizontal,
selfie,
así,
you know, have
en
the window,
selfie,
like window light on you. Make sure
que,
you have a good
que
background
enfrente una
somewhere. If you're
ventana,
outside, that's cool. But if it's sunny, it's going to be shadowy. All
pero
right. But
si
like
hay mucho
record the
sol
video selfie
afuera,
style on you
va a
and
haber
share
muchas
it a little bit
sombras,
higher.
pero si
Don't go
estás
like this. We don't want the nose
adentro,
hairs. We don't want your
abajo
nose
no,
hairs
porque si te
going
ven los
up here.
pelos de la nariz,
We want to be a little
pero
bit
arriba
higher, eye
sí,
level to forehead level. Okay. A
a
little
nivel
higher
de los
like
ojos o
that.
más
And then
alto,
share your story.
y cuenta
Okay.
tu
And get
historia.
it to us on WhatsApp. Send it to your uplines, all of that. And we'll get
Envíaselo a
those
tu
together.
upline,
And I'm telling you guys,
compártela por WhatsApp.
all of our businesses are going to
Todos
explode.
nuestros negocios
Okay.
van
And
a
that this
explotar.
is just after the presentation
Esto
story,
es después de la
which is what we
presentación,
need the most right now.
lo
That
que
and product
necesitamos
stories
más,
right now.
y las historias.
Okay. So that's the after the presentation story.
Entonces,
Now
eso
let's
fue
talk
después de la
about
presentación.
what do
Ahora,
you tell someone
¿qué le dices a alguien
before you show them a video of the
antes de mostrarles
presentation?
el
What do you
video
tell
de la
someone before you
presentación?
show the presentation or you get them on a Zoom?
O que antes que se conecten a un Zoom.
Really, really important.
Muy importante.
Okay. 3-step setup. Number 1 is your why.
Número
Now
uno,
this is a little
tu
bit
por
different
qué. Un poquito
than what
diferente.
Janie was talking about. We have our reasons why we're doing this, but this is a
Tenemos
little bit
razones
about
por las que hacemos
kind of your
esto.
limiting situation and what's happening.
Una
Okay. And I'm going to give you the
limitación.
framework that I'm going to kind of share
Te voy a
mine,
explicar
like from a long
cómo
time ago.
comparto la mía.
Okay. To kind of give you an example.
Como
Okay. All
ejemplo.
in. They need to know that you're all in
Número dos, estoy
because, and you're not just
100%
dipping your
dentro.
toes. Because if one of your friends or somebody that
Si
you
uno de
know
tus amigos
and they feel your energy and you're
sienten tu
super excited,
energía, estás muy
they're going to
emocionado,
have this little fear inside of
ellos
them
tienen un poquito de
that they're
temor
afraid to lose out. They're
y
afraid
están
to miss out. You're
no
going
quieren perderse de
somewhere.
algo.
You've got your North Star. You've set your goals. You're going in a
Tú ya
direction.
pusiste
You're
tu
self-certain
meta
about
y tienes tu
2021.
brújula,
And
ya
then your
sabes
friend's
tus
like, oh my
metas para
God,
este año y tu amigo dice,
she knows where
wow,
she's going. Maybe I should
ella
do
sabe
it
dónde
too.
va, quizás yo debo
Because
estar
when
haciendo algo
people
con ella.
feel that you're all in,
Si ellos sienten que tú estás
there's
100%,
no, they have that sense of,
tienen un sentido de
well, they're going to miss out, right? They're going to miss out.
pérdida.
The last thing is the takeaway. I
Y
don't know if this
tercero,
is
se
for
lo
you or not.
quitas. No
See,
sé si
that's
es para ti o
really,
no.
really important. If you forget anything
Si se te
before
olvida
you
cualquier
show the
cosa,
video or before the presentation,
antes de la
say, look,
presentación, dile,
listen,
mira,
I'm pumped up about this, but
estoy
I don't know if it's
emocionado.
for you or not. Just
No sé si
watch
es para
this,
ti o no,
and then I'm
pero
going to
ve
call you
esto
back in 20 minutes.
y te
Just
llamo en
watch
20
this, hop on the
minutos.
Zoom with me, be a fly on the
Conéctate
wall
a este
on this
Zoom.
VIP Zoom,
Puedes
8 o'clock,
escuchar aquí
and listen,
sin
it's about
compromiso.
to start.
Va a
I'll call you
arrancar.
back right
Yo
after
te
it's
llamo
done. If you like it,
cuando
great. If you
termine.
don't, that's fine
Si
too.
te encanta bien, si no,
Oh, okay, cool.
también.
When you say things like that,
Cuando
it's
dices
really,
eso,
really important you drive that in your brain. I don't know if it's for you or
mételo a
not.
tu cerebro.
Because what happens is if you go
Lo que
the
ocurre,
opposite, if you go,
si tú
this is
haces lo
going to be
opuesto,
perfect, we're going to make
eso
a
va a
ton
ser
of money. All of
increíble,
a
es
sudden, they're like,
perfecto
hold
para
on, hold
ti.
on, hold
La
on,
gente dice,
whoa,
espera,
time
espera,
out.
espera.
Right? But if you go, I don't know if this
Pero
is,
si tú dices,
I don't know if this
no
is
sé
for
si
you
es
or
para
not.
ti.
If you do it like that, they're kind of
Si lo
leaning
haces
in.
así,
They're kind of like,
y los
well, let
haces
me
que se
find out
acerquen.
if this is for me or
Bueno,
not. You know
déjame
what
ver
I
si es para
mean?
mí.
And so you got to say these words. And so
Di esas
here's the
palabras.
example.
Por
Okay.
ejemplo,
So prior to getting started, long time ago, I'd say, hey, thanks for hopping on this quick FaceTime with me. Let's say I'm
gracias
talking
por
to my friend
conectarte
from
en este
5 states
FaceTime.
away. Say, hey, listen, we catch up a little bit. Say, hey, listen, here's what's happening. So this
Mira,
thing's going
esto
to
es lo
start
que
in 5
está ocurriendo.
minutes. And I want to let you know a couple things. You know me,
Déjame
right?
compartir
You know
algo.
me for 20
Tú me
years.
conoces, ¿no?
You
De
know me
20
for 5
años
years, whatever, right?
o 5 años, lo que sea.
I've been selling advertising for that
He estado
magazine for the last
vendiendo
4 years, right?
publicidad por los últimos
And I do
4
client
años.
calls during the day, client dinners at
Durante el
night. I mean,
día
it is fun. It's
tengo que
awesome. It puts
trabajar,
food
en
on
la
the
noche
table.
también tengo que trabajar,
But I can't make any more money. I
pero
mean,
no
I
puedo
am
ganar más
capped
dinero.
out as far as
Estoy
income there.
al
And even
límite
if I
de mi
work an
ingreso.
extra 40 hours
Y
a
si
week,
quiero tener,
I'm not going to make any more money.
si no
So I've been
añado
looking, I've been
40 horas a la
praying
semana de
for
ingreso,
something.
no sé qué voy a
And
hacer.
so I made a few calls. A friend of mine told me
Entonces,
about this,
un amigo
and
me
I'm
contó
all
algo.
in. Like
Estoy
literally, this is the
100%.
biggest thing I've
Eso es lo más
ever done
grande
in my
que
life,
yo
and
he
I
hecho
am
en mi
going
vida.
all in. But I don't know if it's for you or not.
Pero no sé si es para ti.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Aquí
We're
está
going to go on the
algo.
Zoom real quick.
Estamos en el
When
Zoom.
it's done,
Cuando
hit me
termine,
back. I'll call you back
te
and let
llamo.
me know yes, let me know
Me
no.
dices sí
Just
o
either
no.
way is fine with me.
Está bien
All right? I got a couple
cualquiera
things
de
I
las
want to
dos.
share with you afterwards about what I'm doing.
Hay
with
dos
it.
cosas que te quiero
All right?
compartir
So
de
hit me
por
back
qué
when
estoy
we're
haciendo
done.
esto.
All right. Either way is fine with me. All right. Cool.
¿Ok?
Boom.
Sí o no
Click.
es igual para mí, ¿ok?
That's how I set it up. Whether it's a
Así lo
video,
hago. Sea un
whether
video,
it's a live
una
Zoom,
presentación
or
en
I'm
vivo,
physically
en
with them and
Zoom,
we're
o
about
presentación
to
física.
sit down in the living room. I'm in the kitchen over
Estamos
here. I'm
sentados
going to do the little
en una
3 step. Hey,
sala.
let me tell you what's going on. You know
Si
me,
yo
blah,
estoy en
blah,
la
blah, blah,
cocina,
blah.
le
And
estoy
then
diciendo, mira,
I'm going to walk them over to the living room
le
and
digo
sit
mi
down
por qué,
before the presentation
que
starts.
estoy
Why do I do
100%,
this? It's
que si no es
important
para
to
ellos no hay
take the
problema, los
sales
llevo a la
wall
sala.
down.
Eso le
Because if I
baja las
don't do
defensas.
this,
Si no hago eso,
in their head, here's what
en
they're
su
thinking.
cabeza están pensando,
Man, I got to think of an excuse
oh, tengo que
to
pensar una
tell
excusa
them that I'm not going to
para,
sign up. That's what they're
quiero
thinking in their
ayudarles,
head
pero no quiero
if you don't
inscribirme.
do these 3 steps.
Si no
Okay, your
haces eso, lo
why,
que va a
what's
ocurrir.
limiting you right now. Now, don't go down
Di
into the deep
entonces, lo
valley
que te
where
está
you're crying, going,
limitando,
oh my God,
no tienes
I
que
can't
contar
ever
una
see my kids.
historia de
Just
llantos que nunca puedes
control
ver a tus
yourself a little
hijos.
bit, but it's
Controlarlo un
important to
poquito.
show a little bit of
Es importante
scars.
mostrar un poquito
Show your scar a little bit. Be a little bit vulnerable because
cicatrices. Hazte vulnerable.
vulnerability creates that connection. That's the
Eso
human
crea una
connective
conexión.
tissue. Right? If you're hitting them like straight between the eyes, like, oh, it's going to
Si
be great.
estás
We're going to
llegando,
make a bunch of
"Oh,
money.
esto es increíble,
That's what
vamos a ganar
every
mucho dinero."
amateur salesperson does. But if
Eres
you're
un
just
vendedor.
real and you're yourself, it's like, hey, look,
Si tú estás hablando
here's
como
what's
tú
happening.
mismo, mira, tú me conoces. Y eso es lo que me está ocurriendo.
Just not a future over there, or I'm limited over
Hay
here.
un
Listen,
no hay un futuro
I've
lo
been
que estoy
praying for
haciendo.
something. I've been
O
looking
estoy
for something. I
limitado.
found it.
Estaba
I'm
buscando
all
algo.
in on it. It's the
Lo
biggest thing I've ever
encontré.
done, but I don't know
Es
if
lo
it's for
mejor que he
you or not.
hecho en mi vida,
That's how
pero no sé si
simple
es
it can
para
be.
ti.
It literally can be a minute long.
Puede ser un minuto.
That simple. That's the 3-step setup. That's
Sencillo.
what you say before you
3
show a video,
pasos,
Zoom, or
lo que
whatever. Now,
dices antes.
your story for prospecting.
Tu
Some of you are
historia
like,
para
I need scripts, I
prospectar.
need this, I need that. There's tons of those. And
Hay
there's talk
muchos
tracks. And
guiones
guess what? We'll get you
para
those as well.
prospectar.
But look at this.
Pero
The
mira,
exact same framework you
lo
can use
mismo
for
puedes
prospecting.
utilizar
If
para
you get caught on a
prospectar.
phone call and you're catching up with a friend from
Estás
5
hablando
years
con un amigo
ago,
por teléfono de hace
you
5
can say, hey
años.
man, they're like, hey, what's going on with you? You're
Oye, ¿qué
like,
está
hey, man,
pasando
listen,
contigo? ¿Qué de
remember that
nuevo?
thing I was doing, that
¿Te
job I was
acuerdas lo que
having,
estaba
or
haciendo?
whatever?
Mi trabajo.
Yeah, here's what's happening. Da,
Sí,
da, da,
mira,
da.
esto está ocurriendo.
And then I found out about something. I'm all
encontré
in on
algo
it. I don't know if
increíble,
it's for you or
estoy
not, but
100%.
hey,
¿Sabes
listen,
qué?
if
No
you're
sé si
open to
sea para
something this
ti,
year, if
pero
you're
estás
open to making
abierto
more
para algo
money
este
this
año,
year in
ganar más dinero este
2021 than
año,
last year, hey,
más que el
let's
año
connect
pasado.
tomorrow for coffee.
Conectamos
So you
mañana
can
para
use the
tomar café.
exact same thing. This is rejection free. If
Utiliza
they
lo
say, well, what is
mismo
it all
y
about?
quita el
Well, listen, I mean,
rechazo.
like I said, I
Oye,
don't know
¿qué
if
se
it's for you
trata?
or not, but let's
Mira,
sit
no sé
down.
si es
It's
para ti o
visual,
no,
and I'll
pero
show
¿por
you
qué no
what
nos
it's all
sentamos?
about.
Es muy
Let's
visual
carve out
y
about
te lo
30
puedo
minutes,
explicar.
45 minutes, and I'll show you what it is.
Y te muestro
Okay.
30, 40
What
minutos.
is it?
Ok.
If they keep on asking, what
Si
is
te
it all
siguen
about?
preguntando qué se trata,
I don't know if it's for you or not.
no sé si es para
That's
ti o
the
no.
answer. I don't know what it's all
Esa es
about.
la
And if
pregunta.
you know them really well,
Y
if
si
you
me
know they
conocen
want to get a
bien,
new Corvette, you know they want to get a Tesla, you know they want to get a new house
quieres
or
que quieren
send their
comprar
daughter
una
or
nueva
son to private school or whatever it
casa,
is.
una nueva
If you
escuela
know
para
what
sus hijos, un
that
nuevo
is, their
auto,
hot buttons,
si tú lo
you
sabes,
tell them that's what
le
it's about.
dices,
Dude, it's about getting that new
mira,
Corvette.
se
What do you
trata de
mean?
conseguirte
Trust
ese
me on this.
Corvette.
It's about getting that new Corvette. Let's sit
Confía en
down.
mí, es para
What do
conseguir
you
el
mean,
auto que
dude?
quieres.
Just trust me on this. Okay. I don't know if it's for you or not,
Confía
but
en mí.
do you want the
No sé si es
Corvette?
para ti,
Yeah.
pero
Okay.
¿quieres ese
Sit down.
auto?
Let me show you what's up.
Déjame
That's
te
how you
muestro.
do it. You keep on bringing
Así
it
lo
back to
haces.
what they want.
Sigues
Does that make
trayéndolo a lo que
sense?
ellos quieren.
So that's to use the same framework for prospecting. All right. Now, hold on. By the way, on the prospecting side, if you don't know them that well,
No los
I
conoces muy
wouldn't
bien,
use that.
no
You got to have
utilizaría
some
eso,
rapport, right? These are for
porque tienes que
people in a
tener una
warm market
conexión
usually, or at
con
least a
ellos.
lukewarm market.
Pero un
Okay.
mercado tibio puede funcionar.
After the training story.
Si dices tu historia después de un
key. Check
entrenamiento,
this out, guys. Take the screenshot because I
toma
want
una
to make
foto
sure
aquí.
I'm going to say one more other thing and wrap this thing up. So there's your
Una cosa
situation
más y
or your
termino.
rank or your limiting
Comparte esa
situation before the training,
situación,
like
tu
before this
rango, tu
training. You know,
limitación
guys,
antes del entrenamiento.
this is, let's say you're sharing this to a bunch of
Digamos, estás
agents.
compartiendo eso con
You know,
otros
hey guys,
agentes.
my name was so-and-so, and
Mi
prior
nombre
to the training this
es
weekend,
César,
I
y
was kind of
antes de
hovering
este
at
fin de
bronze,
semana,
and I
yo
plugged
estaba
into the
como
training,
tibio
or I got a VIP ticket. I
y
got to
compré un
accelerate, and
boleto
here's what
VIP,
happened.
vine a
Boom, my
Accelerate,
team grew
y mi
by
equipo
fourfold.
creció,
I jumped
se
from
cuadruplicó.
silver
Brinqué de
silver to gold to
a
platinum
oro,
in
a
4
platino
weeks.
en 4 semanas.
Boom. Once we have all of
Una
us
vez que tenemos
talking about how
todos
people
ellos
jumped
hablando
1,
de cómo la
2, 3,
gente
4
brincaron de
ranks,
rangos,
2 or 3 weeks after a training,
2, 3 semanas
I'm
después de un
telling you,
entrenamiento,
what does everybody here they need to do?
¿qué es lo
Well, I need
que
to get to the next
escucha
training. I want
qué
my
es lo que
rank
va a
to
decir la
jump,
gente que está
right?
escuchando?
That's
Tengo que ir
the
al próximo
after the training.
entrenamiento.
So there's some of you right now that have messed up the approach to people prior to this training. So just go
Antes de
back
este
to them. So you know
entrenamiento,
what?
lo
Dude,
hiciste
I am
mal
so
para
sorry.
invitarlos.
I approached you all
Contáctalos,
wrong
dile,
and I
¿sabes
was
qué?
all
Quiero ofrecer
discombobulated and
disculpas.
excited, but listen,
Mi
I just got back from this
invitación fue
training. I was almost
incorrecta,
2
pero
day
acabo de
online
regresar de
training,
este
and I
entrenamiento
know exactly what to do.
y yo sé
Listen, you're
exactamente qué
probably
hacer
not
ahora.
going to do this,
Mira,
but
probablemente no
let me
vas a
just
hacer
practice
esto,
on you. Can I show you
pero
what I'm
podría
doing again?
practicar
Do
contigo
you mind just humor me a little bit? Can I show you what I'm doing again?
para enseñarte cómo
What are they
lo
going
que
to
estoy
say?
haciendo,
No?
porque no te
You
presenté
just asked to
equivocadamente. ¿Qué te va a
practice on
decir?
them.
No,
See, now you've seen the light.
ya
You've
viste la
been
luz.
in the
Ahora,
training now. Your belief is
fuiste al
way up.
entrenamiento, tu
Your skill
creencia
set is
subió.
way up. That's where you're at now. All
Eso
right.
es
So
lo que
that's after the
encuentras.
training. Okay. Your product story, your name, your
Tu
background, the
producto,
problem, challenge, frustration you had with
tu
your weight
nombre,
or
tu
gaining weight or energy,
antecedente,
or
a qué
maybe
te
something like that on the
dedicas,
nutrition
problema,
side,
reto,
or maybe
frustración.
on the body care, skincare side with
Por ejemplo,
maybe
en
some issues with your skin.
tu piel
You
o
tried it.
algo que
And then
probaste
you shared your result.
y muestras el
Really simple,
resultado.
but soundbite.
Sí,
Very, it's
específico.
not like, hey, so what?
No es
I was
larguísimo.
walking through the store one day
Estaba
and I realized, I
caminando
need to
por
call
la
my friend. I
tienda
saw they
una
posted
vez
something about
y
skincare.
mi
So I tried
amigo
the
me dijo,
skincare. Da, 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 da,
oye,
da.
tu
Like,
piel.
no, you got to keep it tight. Let's
Tienes que
keep it
ser
tight for
breve
each other so we can use our
para que
stories as
podamos usar
sound
mi
bites,
historia
right? So
como
that's
pequeños
really key on the
infocomerciales
product story right there. All right. And obviously we have before and after picture posts that
con
we have in
fotos
some of the
antes y
Facebook groups and
después.
things like that. But that is the product story that's really, really important that we
Es muy
all need.
importante.
All right.
Todos necesitamos
The
historias
just
de
got
producto.
started story. Here's the last one.
La
I'm
historia,
going to wrap
acabo
up.
de
I'm going to
arrancar, la última.
let you.
Tu nombre, a qué te dedicas.
Hold on. There we go. Boom.
Quizás
Hey, my name is
eras un poquito
Jefferson
escéptico.
Santos. You
Hola,
know
mi nombre es
what?
Jefferson.
I was struggling in my
luchando
job. I was
en mi
trying to make some extra money,
trabajo.
whatever.
Quería ganar
I
un poco
heard
de
about
dinero
Secret from a
extra.
friend. I heard about this
Era un poquito
concept from a friend.
escéptico.
I jumped in with
Escuché
the Wow
Secret de un
Pack,
amigo.
and
Y
I'm
arranqué
so
con el Wow
excited. So
Pack.
it's important that the name in the
Y estoy
background. So if you're a
súper entusiasmado
firefighter or
para
a
este
police
increíble
officer or you're a
viaje.
congressperson or you're
Si
an
eres un
attorney or whatever,
policía o un
that part
abogado,
weighs a lot
cuéntalo.
on a new person's
Dilo, porque
story
la persona nueva tiene
because
que
you just
escuchar
got
que tiene
started,
una
but your
persona que
excitement
tiene
about what you
un
just got
trabajo
started,
normal.
what you're doing. I'm really looking forward to this amazing journey. That's how you end that. I'm really looking
Y
forward to this
terminas como
amazing
que
journey.
estoy
So I don't care if
emocionado con
just
ese
signed up
increíble
yesterday.
viaje. No importa
Okay.
si arrancaste ayer,
Just share your getting started story. And I think that
comparte tu
all of us will
historia de cómo
really,
arrancaste
really benefit from that.
y te
So
va a
last
beneficiar.
thing I want to share
Lo
with you
último quiero
is we
compartir,
all know Elon Musk. I mean,
todos
depending on
conocemos
the
a
stock
Elon
price,
Musk,
you've got, he's now the richest man in the world
el hombre
at
más
this
rico
point,
del mundo
maybe
en
right
este punto,
this second, he might be right now,
quizás
whatever.
segundo,
But
atrás de Jeff
I want to show
Bezos.
you a video.
Pero quiero mostrarte un
It's
video.
really, I want you to listen to this.
Quiero que lo
Okay.
escuches.
Literally, he's
Literalmente,
almost in tears. He's
Está
getting in
casi
tears almost
llorando
about what's the challenge that he's going through with launching his
por lo que está
SpaceX.
pasando,
And if
arrancando
Elon
su
Musk, the number
programa
one,
SpaceX.
richest guy in the world right now, is going through a struggle,
Lo está pasando por una
guess
lucha,
what? We all
él,
go
el más
through a
rico del
struggle.
mundo,
So check this out.
entonces todos también.
People who've been in the rocketry business
La
for
gente que ha pasado en el
decades
negocio de los
who
cohetes
say about
por
you
décadas dicen que
that you don't know
que tú no
what you
sabes
don't know.
lo que estás
Well, I
haciendo.
suppose that's true of anyone. How can anyone know what they don't know?
Todos no saben lo que no
But
When
saben.
critics say you
Porque
can't
los
do
críticos
this,
han
your
dicho que
answer
tú no
to
puedes
them
hacer esto porque tú
is,
no
we've
sabes lo
done
que no
it.
sabes.
you know, there are American heroes
Hay
who
héroes
don't
americanos
like this idea.
que no les gusta
Neil
la idea.
Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against
Testificaron
commercial spaceflight and the way that
contra
you're
de vuelo
developing
al
it,
espacio
and I wonder
comercial,
what you
como
think
tú
of
quieres
that.
hacer. ¿Qué opinas tú?
I was very sad to see that
Yo estuve
because
triste
those
ver
guys
eso.
are, yeah. You know, those guys are heroes of mine, so
Ellos
it's
son
really
mis héroes.
tough.
Fue
You know,
duro
I wish
escuchar.
they would come and visit and see the
Me
hardware
gustaría
that
que
we're doing
vinieran a
here.
visitar.
And I think that would change their mind.
Yo que cambiaría su
They
forma de
inspired you
pensar,
to do
que
this,
viniera a ver lo que
didn't
estás
they?
haciendo.
Yes.
Sí, te inspiraron para hacer esto, ¿verdad? Sí.
And to see them casting stones in your
Y
direction.
verlos tirándote piedras,
It's difficult.
difícil.
Did you expect them to cheer you
¿No
on?
esperabas que ellos te echaran porras, que te animaran?
So they're hoping they would.
Estaba esperando, ¿no?
What are you trying to prove to them?
¿Qué estás
What
tratando
I'm
de
trying
probar
to
en
do
ellos?
is to make a significant difference
Quiero
in
hacer un cambio
spaceflight
significativo
and
en el vuelo al
help
espacio.
make spaceflight accessible to
Hacerlo
almost
accesible
anyone.
a casi
And
todos.
I would hope for as much support in that direction as we
Wow.
can receive.
So you got a guy with a massive
Tienes un
vision and a
tipo
massive
con
dream, just like
increíble
you have a
visión,
massive vision and a massive dream
como
for
tú
your
tienes
family
un increíble sueño
and
también
for your future.
para ti y para tu familia.
And it's all
para tu
relative,
futuro.
right? And we're all
Todo
pushing the
relativo, ¿no?
envelope. We're all
Todos
going
estamos
out there,
empujando,
putting our credibility on the line, putting our
ponemos
time
nuestra
on the line.
credibilidad en la
And we're
línea,
talking to people about an amazing
hablando a la
opportunity
gente
that can
de una
literally
increíble
change
oportunidad
our lives and change their
que
lives.
puede cambiar
And
nuestra
so if the
vida y
number,
su
you know,
vida.
richest guy in the world that started
El
Tesla
más
and
rico y que
PayPal and
arrancó Tesla,
SpaceX and solar,
SpaceX y
all
diferentes
these companies,
compañías.
if he's going through a
Si
struggle,
él está pasando
guess
por
what?
luchas,
That's the
¿sabes
price
qué?
we have to pay
Es el
to
precio
get to
que tú
that next
también
level.
tienes que
So
pagar.
with that said, guys, we
Con
need your
eso,
story.
necesitamos
Everyone
tu
needs
historia.
it. We love
Todos
you.
la
We're so
necesitamos, los
glad to be part of the
queremos.
Secret family.
Somos
Back to you,
increíble
Eric.
ser parte de esta familia Secret.